Hey, what's up guys, it's Vinny and you're watching My Next Best. In this video I've got a massive product I'm personally been very excited about. This is Lithe Audio Ceiling Speaker System. This is a dual channel, master and slave, and I'm quite excited about it because it's been said that these are like really good pair of speakers. They're not Dolby Atmos, etc. It's just that probably they're not certified. But they've got the master on the speak set. It's got its own amplifier, so it can do about 50 watts or something, thereabouts that, 50 watts each, so about 100 watts. So it's really good for my personal requirement, and I'm really looking forward to sort of like unlock this whole thing, install it, and see how it goes really. It's very exciting for me, and I'm hoping that whoever's interested in these speakers, they'll be a lot more they'll be very excited and maybe a lot more interested and excited about this product. It doesn't need a specific or like a separate amplifier. That was kind of the deal for me. Essentially, I wanted to sort of install it in my ceiling. I could have had a separate amplifier system, but I thought maybe we just want something that's neat and like low footprint kind of a solution, which this is essentially. But we'd have to sort of look into the whole working of this speaker system. It seems very exciting to me, to be honest, and I'm really looking forward to installing it. I'll probably give you some overview of how I've done it. I would do that myself, of course. I've done quite a few installations myself, DIYs, etc. But this one's very exciting for me. Yeah, anyway, so that's really what I am very excited about today. And this is really a quick overview of what we have in the box. And I might do another video with the installation, etc. I need to do some cutout on the plasterboard, and it's said that it's really quick. The installation is really quick because you just need to do the cutout based on the scale that it's got, the sizing scale. So then you just need to get the plasterboard cut out and the cabling that's to be done, and it's literally plug and play. And really, not a hassle to get amplifier and all those connections set up. It's said that it takes about 60 minutes to finish the whole thing. So I'm quite excited about it. I hope you are, and let's quickly have a look at all these different boxes. We've got two of these and a little pack. This is the cable. The cable runs between the two speakers. The bottom one, which is the bigger one, it's the master. We'll look at that in a bit, but this is the slave. It's got Lithe Audio or Lithe Audio, depending on how you sort of pronounce it. Lithe Audio and the website. Nothing much mentioned. Oh, here you've got some information. You've got the scan QR code for the app, I suppose, and sorry, for the product videos. Power 60 watts RMS, woofer 6.5, woven glass fiber, cone polypropylene, treated 0.75, titanium core, impedance 8 ohms, woofer 6.5 inches, and titanium dome frequency is 55 to 20 kilohertz. And 90 decibel sensitivity, dimension 230 by 92 millimeters, and cutout diameter is 210 millimeters. So there's really no hole saw of this size. So I'll have to do some DIY myself to do the cutout. Thankfully, there's a sizing sheet in there which I would use as a scale. Okay, so and the mounting depth is about 92 millimeters. So quite deep inside. There's also regulations with installing speakers that you need to sort of have the fire packs. What was that called? I can't remember. You need to basically have the insulation for the sound to not basically go out, basically come in rather than going out. There's one of the regulations that you must ensure that you follow. Right, so that's just a little welcome document. Register and win, so you need to sort of register and hopefully win, whatever. Okay, and speaker operation manual, some information on installation, and how you could probably also paint the grille. Once you've got the inside cladding taken off, then you can use aerosol paint to paint the external grille as well, which is great. Okay, so this is the cutout. This big is going to be the speaker. This is really big for a normal wall, as you can imagine. This is like the scale that I'm going to be using, or probably the one on the inside as well, depending on how it is. So this is the magnetic grille that sits flush on top. Is it the whole speaker coming off? Alright, so I have to probably take this box out of the other box, or maybe not. Right, so there's the speaker coming out. I'm going to just take it out from here. Okay, so nothing in the box. I'm going to keep it on to the side. We'll look at this speaker grille. The grille's magnetic, so it just sticks on top. It's got a little cladding, soft cladding on it. So if it said if you want to paint over, just take it off, take the whole from the inside taken off, and then you could use aerosol paint if you wanted to paint over the grille, just to sort of be flush with the wall or the ceiling, if you like. So this is that, and obviously just connect like so. There's magnets all over on the sides, and there is no good or bad. It just sticks on anywhere, which is one of the things I like. And this is really the Slave speaker. Looks really good. The glass fiber, woofer system, the tweeter in the middle, and looks so good. I'm so impressed. And at the back you've got all of the workings, the circuit board, and some transformation going on, transformer and things going on, and the whole speaker system. This is the passive speaker. It doesn't have an amplifier. Just remember that, because the other one's got the amplifier. And yeah, just one other thing to say, this has got Bluetooth. So this connects to the main. It doesn't have Bluetooth. The other one's got all the other configs. There's also another version which has Wi-Fi on it. This one doesn't. This is just Bluetooth. And I didn't think that I'll be needing Wi-Fi. It's meant for multi-room music. So I'm going to just keep it on to the side. Let's look at the master. Okay, let's take this out. I'll just get rid of the box. Yeah, just leave it there. Okay, so this one's a bit tricky, it seems. Is it? Let this come off. Oh, right, okay. So from this side, I'm just going to pull it out. Hopefully, that's how it works. It's meant to work. Nah, just push it maybe. Oh, so that's to be pushed. And there we are. Yeah, just before that, just quickly, this is the master speaker. It's got Bluetooth connectivity and some information on the box. Lithe audio, Bluetooth ceiling speaker. This has got the Bluetooth 5 version on board, and nothing much on either side. It's got the Lithe audio, and then there's seamlessly integrated audio in any room with wireless Lithe audio, Bluetooth ceiling speaker, and all this information about all-in-one solution. Amplifying Bluetooth all built in. Just add power. Any electrician can install power wire lighting circuit or simply plug in. No speaker cables in the wall. Speaker or mono selector. So you, yeah, for the speaker or mono, it's normally said that if you've got dual channel, like a stereo channel, you go for mono on each of the sides. Or if you've got just one speaker, then go for stereo, so that it allows you to get all the woofer and the stereo effect, although it's going to be one. But yeah, it's recommended to have a pair rather than just one. So high quality audio with pin sharp clarity is something that I'm also looking forward to. The picture here, it says, yeah, 2 10mm hole cutouts needed, and speaker spec, pretty much the same. This RMS power says 50 watts RMS, and impedance, I think it's jointly 50 each. That one's 60. I don't know how they balance it out, but it's 50 watts, so probably going to be the same altogether, like 100 watts output. aptX low latency and improved sound, line and analog also in there, just so you know. Class D digital, woofer, tweeter, etc. Bluetooth connectivity 5.0 and backwards compatible with 4.2 and others. Frequency range 2.4 to gigahertz basically. RF channels 79, wireless range up to 30 meters, which is very, very impressive. Power supply 24 volt and dimensions, as you know, 230 by 97. Speaker hole cut is 210, and the scan, the QR code to scan for the product videos. Okay, so this is the box that we've got. Model information and a bit more, nothing else other than that. Just opening the box now. Let's have a look at what we get. The whole cutout, of course, as you just looked at it. And then there's the instruction manual. Interestingly, this one didn't have the instruction manual, the other one. Maybe just that little booklet. And then there was nothing else. There's also the app. I think there was an app. Was it? Yeah. App Store. Yeah, there's an app for you scan this and you get to the App Store, and you can use the app for multi-room music, I suppose. Yeah, Lithe Link, that's the app. And really, that's not just for 2 speakers. If you want to sort of expand, and you can expand using this to multiple speakers. And yeah, some information, regulation, specs we've talked about, and different languages. Just keep to the side. This is again the welcome document, and let's get straight to the meat of this product. I'm not sure why this product is big enough. Oh yeah, so there's the power cord in there. So let's just take it out and let's find the power cord, because obviously we need to turn it on as well. Let's see if we can get it out easily. Cool. Yeah, there we are. And here's the power cord. First we can look at the power cord, and yeah, it's like a standard power brick. I don't know where the other cable is in this box. So that's very odd. It should have had another cable that should actually be connected to. Oh, okay. Are we missing something? Let me have a look. It doesn't seem like you've got the other cable, or is it in here? Okay, let's have a look. There's this little thing that would be used to cover the. One second. So this is like the magnetic outer cover. On the inside, the whole speaker system stays flush, very like matte finish on that. And if you turn it around, you've got more things going on. You've got obviously you've got the amplifier setup. You've also got the RCA input. You've also got line in. Where's the line in? Line in. This line in. I think that's line in. Yeah, I think that this is line in. I think so. No, probably not. There's something else. Oh, this is the connection to the other speaker, and I think that's considered to be line in. There's also this power connectivity. So I'm a bit. Maybe this is the power connectivity. I should probably look at the documentation. I'm probably missing a cable here because there's no connection. The connectivity cable is missing at the moment, I think. Could you use this? Probably not. So there's one cable that's probably missing in this box, so I might have to sort of report that. I'll probably check quickly if there's anything else left. Might have to check the other box. Maybe that was in there. But yeah, this is the other speaker. As you can see, you've got all the connections going, and where is the line in? There was a line in somewhere. I'm just trying to find that. Warranty wire removed. and this obviously the massive chunk of that is essentially the amplifier, and it's like a plastic cover at the top. Yeah, and what else? Again, the polycarbonate grill, or the subwoofer, and yeah, it looks quite flush, quite nicely built. Yeah, the two together. This one's slightly smaller in size, like at least in the height. This is slightly higher in terms of its height, and apparently both of them work together. I'm going to keep the two together, and this is the power cable or power brick that's come with this, and yeah, that's for this video really. Nothing much other than that. This the grill that sits flush on top, as you can see, and really this is pretty much it for this video. If you've got any questions or queries, do let me know. Do post them in the comment section below. I'll get back to those as soon as I possibly can. Like the video, share this video, and subscribe to my next best. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys, and I'll see you in my next best. Take care. Cheers. Bye bye.